The US government has passed a bill to get rid of the FedNet payment system and replace it with a new system that uses XRP. XRP is now worth more than $10,000, 0 cents. In fact, the US Congress is going to buy a lot of XRP to make it easier for people to use Fed to send money across borders. This happens at the same time that the US government tells Drupal Labs it can start accepting XRP payments within the US Congress. And Drupal also announced that the XRP ledger will have a CBDC backed US dollar, a digital currency from a central bank, will be built on top of the X. We'll show you this soon, but first we need to talk about what's going on with the XRP system and the price of XRP. It's already clear that $10,000, 0 cents was set and that the US central bank will buy a lot of XRP. But other central banks are also trying to do the same things. All 5 BRICS countries are included in this: China, Brazil, Russia, South Africa, and China. All of them want to work with Ripple Labs to make digital currencies based on the XRP database that will be used by central banks around the world. Even crazier, Ripple works with all 5 countries' national banks. The Russian central bank is one of them. Huge economies could join the XRP system and burn X for every transaction. This would make XRP worth trillions and trillions of dollars. Also, it's clear that one XRP will cost a lot more than $10,000, 0 cents at that point. It costs $60,000, 0 cents. If you sign up for our website through the link I gave you in my statement and transaction, you can get up to $1,000, 0 cents in free money to buy even more XRP. We'll talk about all of this later, but first I want to tell you about this. You can watch this excerpt for a short time, and anyone can do so. You can get up to $100,000, 0 cents for this. The money can be cashed out or used to buy XRP or any other coin. Do it anyway. It only takes 5 minutes and gives you free money, so I really think you should. Let's watch the movie now. That's over with. In the past week, the price of XRP has gone up by 2.84%. to $2.25. In the past day, that number has dropped to 1.48%. XRP is worth more than $10,000, 0 cents though. And the SA Congress has agreed with this. The South African Congress wants to buy a lot of XRP and work with Ripple Labs to make it the main currency. Just pay close attention to what this US Congress person says. Let's watch the show. Give people a way to do business across lines and get them to use money. They want to make their own digital currencies that are backed by the government in more than 130 countries. In China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and India, pilot projects have already begun. As early as 2028, there could be a digital euro test. And now, even though there is more, the US is still very far behind. Understanding of digital features that is better. It's important to remember that one of the people who started Ripple wanted XRP to be usable everywhere. He was sure this would happen. In the end, the US Congress would accept XRP as a digital currency and start sending money across countries with it. The Federal Reserve would also accept it. Because of this, Ripple's co-founder told everyone when XRP first came out that he thought it could be used anywhere in the world. There will be no other money in the world after XRP. Could be worth around $10,000, 0 cents. A lot of people were shocked, but it made a lot of sense. He even said that he thinks XRP should cost $10,000, 0 cents to show how important he thinks it is for the method that can handle the world's 7.5 billion people and make cross-billion pay. Plus, he said that XRP could be useful if it costs $10,000, 0 cents each. I quote, XRP is designed for $10,000, 0 cents and must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. This doesn't count the $6,440, 0 cents that will be added to the XRP ledger in less than 7 days. This is projected to make XRP go through the roof and reach 11,800. That wasn't in Arthur Ritchie's mind. Still, it was thought about, and it is now happening. We're thinking about the idea of $20,000, 0 cents per XRP. This is where Forbes come in. This is why Forbes said in one of their posts that XRP could reach $60,000 0 cents in a few weeks. There is a real estate market worth 654 trillion rubles going to the XRP system because of this. If you added all of that up, XRP's market value would go through the roof at $11 0 cents 89.80. We can now imagine that real estate tokens worth $654 trillion. 0 cents are added to the XRP system. This is on top of the payments Congress already makes to other countries to cover the US debt. XRP might get to $20,000 0 cents someday. The price of one XRP gets close to $60,000 0 cents when bricks are added. But you need to look at the bigger picture. A really big real estate business has created 100 million real tokens and put them on the XRP ledger for phase one. This is to start talks with institutions about tokenizing the $650 billion, 0 cents, 4 trillion, $390 billion, 0 cents global real estate market through the XRP ledger. Part of this is tokenization and making a single real estate currency that lets people buy, sell, and control real estate all with real tokens on the XRP record. This is because it works better, costs less, and is done faster. This is where things get interesting. You can now buy real tokens before they go on sale if you want to possibly make a lot of money. That's only half of the tokens left with 6 days to go. This means that more than half of their real supply for part one of their pre-sale supply has been made on the XRP ledger, which is great news of cash for people. Remember what it says. The XRP based tilted token Preceptor is off to a great start. These guys did a 10x as soon as they launched, like in the first 5 or 10 minutes. And in the first 72 hours, almost 10 million tokens were added to the community. The tilted Preceptor can give out 20 million real tokens, and already half of them have been sold. Click on this page to get the real code for free. You can also go to payreal.com and click on real token with the issuer address here. However,